sometimes people ask, like, how did you design or develop that boot? There's a couple of things that to start off. First, we're choosing the sole and the last. That determines some things. Then the upper. We want to have a job-related footwear. So if somebody says, I need a boot for the oil industry, I need a boot for the machine shops, I need a boot for the steel industry, there are certain standards that work for each of those. So we will choose the leather, sometimes choose the leather because of price point. So maybe we're choosing an American hide, maybe we're choosing a cow from Brazil, but then choosing what works for that industry and designing it and thinking about it. The guy that might be in a machine shop doesn't want a whole lot of laces, or he wants a gusset on his tongue so the metal chips don't fall inside of his boot. The guy that is in chemicals wants to make sure he has a membrane that protects him against chemicals going through to his foot and to his socks. Not everything is perfect. Not every membrane works the same. We tend to use and test to 50,000 flexes on our membranes. Some are higher, some are lower, but we do use a good quality membrane in all of our things when we're doing that. But again, thinking about the job specific is how we go about designing a shoe. Sometimes it's how many rows of stitches we use. Sometimes you need 2, sometimes you need 4. Right? You got some more design insight there, Ray?
When coming up with an initial design for a boot, it really comes with function first on meeting the customer's needs. And that's where Don's expertise really kicks in, because at the end of the day, he's been in every work environment, and we've seen the pros and cons on what to do and what not to do. So Don brings his expertise to the table, kind of lays out the game plan, and we go through part by part, putting together what works best for that scenario. And it really comes together with components, the leathers, the right type of density in the midsole and outsole. And it's a process. We're not always going to hit it first try. So here at Haas, we sample until it meets all the right standards.